Man, what's going on, everybody? Man, man, I'm enjoying every minute of this. You know what I'm saying? Down goes white Jesus. Me, you know. Hum, 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 hum. Oh man, oh man, my night is just, you know what I'm saying? Oh man. This is like, man, this was just like, oh man, I'm feeling so good tonight, man. I'm feeling so good tonight, man. It's just like, man, for real. The funny part about it is I picked Lomachenko to win a controversial split decision, but the right guy won. And what I meant by a controversial split decision, you was gonna have a lot of people saying Tiafimo won, but they gave it to Lomachenko. At the end of the day, the right guy won. You could not give this fight to Lomachenko. I know ESPN was trying to keep it close. I had that fight 8 rounds to 4 for, you know, Tiafimo Lopez. Lomachenko did okay in the second half of the fight. He won a couple of rounds decisively, but Tiafimo won that fight. Lomachenko didn't do shit like the first 6 rounds. And like I said before, I know they was trying to make, man, whoo, man, what's up, LB? The Lomachenko hype train is finally gone. And it's derailed. See, it ain't no bouncing back from that Salido loss where they was trying to dismiss. He got beat. And everybody saw Lomachenko get beat. Nobody in their right mind think Lomachenko won that fight. It wasn't a draw. Teofimo Lopez clearly won that fight. And I'm going to tell you something else. I cannot stand that referee Russell Mora because I remember what he did with Abner Mares and Joseph Abeko. When he was constantly allowing Abner Mares to hit him low and he didn't do nothing about it. Lomachenko got beat. He got beat. He got outboxed. It wasn't even a close fight, to be honest with you. How was it a close fight when you can make an argument that Teofimo Lopez won the first 7 rounds? Or out of the first 8 rounds, Teofimo won 7 of them. So how could you sit up there pretty much in a 12-round fight, unless the dude get dropped multiple times, you pretty much didn't won the fight. So how did Lomachenko win that fight? How did anybody think that fight was a draw? And I got love for Andre Ward, but he was just, he was just earning that check with ESPN because nobody with common sense believe Lomachenko won that fight. And to be honest with you, Lomachenko was about to get stopped in the 12th round. And let me tell you something, Teofimo Lopez, Lomachenko better not ask for no rematch, because he gonna get knocked out in the rematch. I told you. Now the funny part about it is Teofimo Lopez did exactly what I said that he needed to do to win that fight, which was keep Lomachenko from being in the center of the ring. Press him. Bring the fight to him. Now I will give Lomachenko at times, he did try to call himself to slug it out with Teofimo, but that's because Teofimo made him slug it out with him. Lomachenko wasn't allowed to do what he wanted. And Teofimo Lopez took, man, once you take away Lomachenko's angles, he a regular fighter. And then you had people having the audacity to call this man the pound for pound best fighter in the world. Oh, you don't want me to get on them headbutts. I'm not even. You don't want me to, man, Southside. Man, my homie Southside. Yeah, Southside, man. Hold on, man. I'ma let my man Southside get a minute. because he called it. He picked Teofimo to win. And Southside is my homie, so you know what I'm saying? So Southside, I'm gonna let him cook for a minute because he called it. He called Teofimo's victory. Teofimo was finna knock Lomachenko out, man, until Russell Moore got in the way. But yeah, shout out to the homie Southside, man. He called it, man. He called it, man. He said this was gonna happen. He picked Teofimo to win. Teofimo outboxed Lomachenko. He beat him at his own game. He brought the fight to him. He listened. I gave him the blueprint. Lomachenko can't fight going backwards. Man, what's up, Taco K? I told people, man. Now I'm gonna get Bill. I'm gonna try to get Bill on here later on to get his reaction, you know, to Teofimo's victory. But man, it was best for boxing that Teofimo won this fight, because now the Lomachenko hype train is over. It's been derailed. You know what I'm saying? It's been derailed. Because for ESPN to try to force feed this dude down our throats when he really did not have a stellar resume. He got beat by a 23-year-old. This is almost like, I mean, for real. He got beat by, so basically you guys, like my man Southside said, all them amateur fights didn't mean jack nothing. But we already know what people gonna say. They're gonna say, oh, Lomachenko, oh, the long layoff played a role. Man, let me tell you something. Floyd was gone for a year and a half, and he came back and whitewashed Juan Manuel Marquez, a first ballot Hall of Famer. So I ain't trying to hear this. I'm not trying to hear no excuses. Lomachenko got beat. He got beat. And he got beat decisively. Because I was sitting back and I was listening, and I was listening to everybody was talking about Lomachenko got in Teofimo's head. I think Teofimo knew by the 7th round, this dude can't knock me out, and I'm outboxing this dude. And his dad, and I'm gonna tell you right now, Teofimo Sr. is Trainer of the Year. Listen, LB, I gotta say this because I got tired of this stuff, them trying to force feed Lomachenko to us. Man, you sitting up there, you got Andre Ward, you got Timothy Bradley that did way more in their careers than Lomachenko did, but then they trying to say that this dude is better than him. Lomachenko ain't beating Tim Bradley at 135. He ain't beating Floyd. He ain't beating Eric Morales. He gets stopped by Floyd Mayweather. He gets stopped by Sugar Shane Mosley. He gets stopped by Manny Pacquiao. He gets stopped by Terrence Crawford. Now you see why they were saying, nah, we not fighting Terrence Crawford. And now this stuff, now the new excuse is, oh, well, you know, maybe Lomachenko was too big for 135. Hey, he signed the contract. So now, yeah, well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, babe business. You got Lomachenko fall way down the charts. He should, if he was in the top 10, he should fall out of the top 10. He was never number one pound per pound to me anyway. This was something ESPN was trying to tell us. And anybody with any like drop of boxing knowledge would have knew that dude wasn't number one. Damn. I mean, for real. Anybody with a drop of boxing knowledge knew Lomachenko wasn't number one pound. He was the most fraudulent. And oh yeah. So for everybody that's listening, where Paulie Malignaggi at right now? So much for the so-called dominant white Eastern European fighter. Oh, somebody send this stream to Paulie Malignaggi. You know, so much for the dominant Eastern European fighter. What dude say, "Oh, coming to America"? This is America, Jack. Hey, that's my Southside. Do you remember like a year ago? I forgot what fight it was, and I asked Bob Arum about Adrian Broner fighting Lomachenko. Bob Arum quickly dismissed that fight. So where Paulie Malignaggi at now? Where Paulie Malignaggi at now? Where all them white supremacists at now? That was some, you're hating on Lomachenko. Lomachenko dominate. Look. First of all, I told you about Triple G. I told you about him. I told you about Lomachenko. Nobody would listen. Well, some did. I told you. I told you about Lomachenko. He a good fighter, but he wasn't what they made him out to be. And Bob Arum looked like a damn fool. I told you he's just as good as Muhammad. He's better than Muhammad. Man, stop it, man. Like I said to Bob Arum, don't you ever. I'm like, man, to Bob Arum, don't you ever, don't ever put Lomachenko in the same category with Floyd, Muhammad Ali, Larry Holmes, Aaron Pryor, Marvin Hagler, Sugar Ray Leonard. Man, don't ever mention Lomachenko's name in the same category with them brothers, man. What's up, X? Don't ever put that dude's name in the same category with them dudes, man. I told you Lomachenko had carefully matched opponents. They matched him with opponents that they thought he could beat. Yeah, he wouldn't even got past Roberto Duran, man. Man, Aaron Pryor would have smoked Lomachenko. Man, what's up? Aaron Pryor would have smoked Lomachenko. I already talked about that. Shane Mosley would have knocked Lomachenko silly. And you had people sitting up there saying this dude would have beat Floyd Mayweather. Man, stop it. Man, stop it. Stop it. I mean, for real, just stop it. I told you them little short arms of Lomachenko was going to be a problem for him. Man, I'm going to be honest with you. I told you, it's a blueprint to beating Lomachenko. Bring the fight to him, make him uncomfortable. Them body shots that Teofimo was landed on Lomachenko was, man. And Russell Moore was getting on my nerve. Like, that shot was right at the, it wasn't even a low blow. It was right at the belt line. Now the new excuse. Now the new excuse is, oh well maybe Lomachenko. The new excuse now, well maybe Lomachenko is too small for 135. I'm gonna tell you right now, they gonna try to downplay this. Man, what's up, Black Reality TV? My brother, Black Reality TV. Hey, man, this is a beautiful night, man. Man, this is a beautiful night. Hey, it was so funny when they announced Teofimo as the winner. I got on the floor and started pounding the floor. I was like, oh my God, D Hodges, what's up? It's over. It's over. It's over. Man, it's over. It's over. Look, D Hodges, this what we gonna do. We gonna give Teofimo, we gonna give him one tune-up fight. And then then he got to come see Devin. Teofimo versus Devin, that's a pay-per-view fight. We got to make it happen. That's a live audience fight. That's Las Vegas. We gonna give Teofimo one tune-up fight. We gonna give it one title defense. We gonna give him a break. We gonna give him one title defense. Yep. We gonna give him one title defense, and then they gotta see each other. Okay, it's October now. It's October now. We can get Teofimo back in the ring by like March, July 2021, August 2021. Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez. No, I mean, at the end, man. Hey, Southside, anybody? I heard people trying to say that fight was a draw. Look, man, look, Southside. Look, man, I'm from Oakland. I'm from the town. Look, I got love for Ward, but Ward wasn't being honest. He wasn't keeping it real. That fight wasn't a draw. Out of the first eight rounds, you can make an argument. Actually, you can make a definitive argument that Teofimo Lopez won 7 out of the first 8 rounds. So technically, he already didn't won the fight as long as he don't get dropped multiple times or get knocked out. So how is it that that fight was a draw? Yeah, I mean, you know what? He was earning that ESPN money. They've just renewed his contract. I'm sorry. That fight wasn't close. I had it 8 rounds. Oh, okay, so look. Lomachenko, you can make an argument that Lomachenko won, 9, 10, and maybe 11. You might could say he won 7. But that's only 4 rounds. Teofimo clearly won round 12. So that clearly gives him an 8-round-to-4 victory. Exactly. So exactly. Southside. So if you won the first 6 rounds, if you Teofimo and you won the 12th round, that's 7 rounds to 5. Oh, appreciate the chat, man. Appreciate that. Exactly. So how is it that fight was a draw? Teofimo clearly won the first 6 rounds, and then he clearly won round 12. Coffee, what's cracking, Andy? So like I said, the Lomachenko hype train is done. Exactly. Lomachenko didn't even do nothing. So how do you have? That's why if I seen Dre, I'm gonna try to get Dre on the phone, and I'm gonna ask Dre, how do you have that fight a draw? Lomachenko got outworked the first 6 rounds. And then the rounds that he clearly won, okay, he landed some great shots, but Teofimo was still managing to give Lomachenko fits in those rounds. Teofimo landed more power shots. I don't think Lomo won the last 6 rounds because he clearly lost 12. He was about to get stopped. Like I said, I had it 8 rounds to 4 for Teofimo. He clearly won that fight. It's not even without a shadow of a doubt he won that fight. Lomachenko was about to get stopped. Man, man, Bob need to stop it. Bob need to stop it. And I'd heard people say, okay, well, you need a jab. You need a jab and you need to go to the body to stop Lomachenko. Well, people said Teofimo didn't have a jab. Well, he had a jab tonight. Teofimo showed had a jab tonight. he did. The homie Quest, White Jesus got blessed today. He got hands put on him today. He he couldn't turn water into wine today. White Jesus got White Jesus got blessed with Teofimo's hands tonight. Nah, Lomachenko finished. Because now Lomachenko might be finished. I'm gonna keep it 100. And then goes something else. A lot of people ain't gonna talk about this. I'm gonna talk about it. Lomachenko attempted to walk out of there without congratulating Teofimo, but then everybody gotta congratulate him. Walked out of there, but like I said, that was poetic justice. That was for what they did to Adonis Stevenson when they cut his face off the belt and shit. Well, guess what? He got his face cut up. That was poetic justice. Vucevic got his ass damn near killed by Arthur Beterbiev to the point to where he retired after losing one fight, and then Lomachenko got spanked by Teofimo. So that was back-to-backs. That was that karma. Yeah, everybody saw what Lomachenko did. Everybody saw what Lomachenko did. He straight walked up out of there. It was talking about, oh, I thought I won. What? You thought you won what? What? I appreciate that, bro. I mean, what did you think you won, Lomo? What did you think what? Because you definitely didn't win the fight. I want y'all to understand something I want everybody to understand something that's listening to this stream. Keep in mind, Orlando Salido drives Uber. Lomachenko lost to an Uber driver. And I heard he's trying to be a politician. So Lomachenko lost to an Uber driver. And now let me tell you something. It's over for Lomachenko because now people know, look, Salido showed people how to beat Lomachenko. Teofimo showed you that you could possibly knock Lomachenko out. There ain't no fear. What happened to the Matrix? What happened to the Matrix? Because the Matrix became one-dimensional tonight. Y'all saw all of Lomachenko's weaknesses exposed. Can't fight backwards. Can't handle body shots that well. And you seen that he could be hurt, that his chin, like I said, ain't what his chin is very suspect. And like I said, Teofimo was about to stop Lomachenko. Lomachenko better not ask for a rematch. Lomachenko get knocked out if they fight again. And this time, it's going to end. Teofimo got all the confidence in the world. He bigger, he's stronger, he's just as quick as Lomachenko. And I'm not gonna lie, Teofimo didn't self-destruct when Lomachenko would land some punches on him. Now, it looked like there were times where Teofimo got hurt a little bit, but he fought through it. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that, X. I forgot about that. So now Teofimo can go on with his business. Like I said, we gonna give Teofimo one title defense. He could get a bum bash. We give him a break. But then he gotta see Devin. He gotta come see Devin. Timo Lopez showed that like I said, despite some of that ignorant stuff that his daddy said, I'm not gonna lie, I became a supporter of Teofimo. Oh, we gonna push for that fight. So basically, Lomachenko, it backfired on him. Now he got to see Devin. Like I said, we gonna give Teofimo we gonna give him a title defense. He get one bum bash, 2 at the most. But 2021, he got to come see Devin Haney. He got to come see Devin. That's facts. He got to come see Devin. We gonna push for that fight. And Lomachenko, I guess, by him taking out the rematch clause, basically now that backfired on him. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't think a rematch is necessary. Because I saw enough to see that Teofimo would beat him in a rematch. I don't need to see this again. I don't think all right. I'll pose this question. I will pose this question. Anybody listening to this chat right now, yes or no, do you want to see a rematch with Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez? Yes or no? Let me know. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. I don't need to see this again. I told you, D Hodges, I told you, bro. I'm gonna come on H Money's channel probably tomorrow, or if he go, or maybe Monday or something. But like I said, we gonna give Teofimo his bum bash. We gonna give him one mandatory, or we gonna give him one title defense. But next year, like I said, he gotta come see Devin. Since now he the so-called quote-unquote undisputed champion, which he really isn't, but we'll roll with it, because basically now, if he fight Devin and Devin beat him, well, guess what? Devin is undisputed. So like I said, let's get these fights made. Well, you're going to have to ask Oscar for that. You're going to have to ask Oscar to make that fight, because Teixeira is a golden boy. That's up to Oscar. That's up to Oscar if he want to make that fight. I would like for Oscar to make that fight for undisputed. I would love for that fight to happen. But the question is Oscar going to make that fight? Now we going to get, like I said, we gonna let Teofimo enjoy this, we gonna let him enjoy having them titles. But we gonna let him get one or two at the most, two at the most. But then but he got to see Devin Haney in 2021. He got to. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why Devin Haney versus Teofimo gonna be a hell of a fight. It's a sellable fight. It's a pay-per-view worthy fight. And hopefully the powers that be don't interfere with this fight taking place. Oh, Paulie Malignaggi is somewhere with his head tucked between his legs. Because, like I said, his theory about the dominant Eastern European fighter. Hey, go to Paulie's Instagram and his social media accounts and ask Paulie. Tell him Tel Bennett said, now what do we think of Eastern European fighters being dominant? What happened to his so-called theory of the white Eastern European fighters being dominant? So tell Paulie that Tel Bennett said it. I tried to tell y'all a long time ago. I tried to tell y'all Lomachenko wasn't all that. Y'all wouldn't listen. I tried to tell y'all. I thought Lomachenko was a good fighter, but they carefully matched him with certain type of styles. At the end of the day, y'all, to be honest with you, this is still a win for Bob Arum. This is still a win. This is still a win for Bob Arum because he got Teofimo. So now he feel like he could toss Lomachenko in the trash. He don't need Lomachenko. Look, can we be honest? What makes a boxer a superstar is for him to perform in the ring and have a mouthpiece. Teofimo Lopez is a trash talker. Devin Haney is a trash talker. So the fight can sell. The fight can sell. It'll do good numbers. It'll do good numbers. Real talk. You have it in Vegas with a live audience. You put a nice undercard together. It can do numbers. It's a sellable fight. Lomachenko ain't no marketable fighter. That's another thing. No, Lomachenko, you barely can understand what this dude says. He barely can speak English. We ain't, what's up? Nah, CB, we gonna force that fight. It ain't in 2021. It ain't gonna be no more ducking. We gonna force that fight. We gonna make that fight happen. Yeah, we gonna make that fight happen. There's gonna be money in that fight to be made. And I think the fans want that fight. So I think it's a must. I'm gonna be honest with you. Devin need to go in there, like I said, he need to destroy Gamboa. Lomachenko just ain't no marketable fighter. And I told you nobody don't care about that dude anyway. Nobody cared about Lomachenko. And the only reason why this fight may have good ratings is because of the hype built around it, and that mostly came from Teofimo's father. Teofimo's father helped sell this fight. Lomachenko didn't have stellar ratings when he was on when he was fighting on ESPN and HBO. And it's funny. I wonder what Jim Lampley is saying now, though. I wonder what Jim Lampley saying now when he was making it look like Lomachenko was the greatest thing since sliced bread. They were sitting up there saying, this dude is amazing. What's amazing about him? What's amazing about him? Because he fought Nicholas Walters, the dude that had been out of the ring for over a year. He fought Guillermo Rigondeaux, the dude that was way too small for him to fight, who really a 118 guy. So I'm just saying. I don't think Bob Arum in too bad of a shape because, like I said, he could stall. I hope he don't do it. He could stall Teofimo out. He could play off this for a couple of fights, but eventually, I say 2 fights at the most. But eventually, they gonna want him to make that fight with him and Devin Haney. Teofimo Lopez said he want the smoke, so give Teofimo what he want. Teofimo said that Devin Haney was the email champion, so you know what I'm saying? He said that he'll fight him. So at the end of the day, we gonna hold Teofimo to that. If they get that fight, man, if they get that fight going, man, I'm telling you, I'm there. I'm not playing with y'all. If they can get that fight in Vegas, if they get it in Vegas, Los Angeles with a live crowd, I'm there. I'm coming to camp. Flat out. Your boy Town is coming to camp. So I'm definitely gonna come to camp. I suppose I'm gonna try, like I said, I'm gonna try to get Bill on later on tonight. Cause I know Bill gotta do his rounds and stuff, cause he gotta talk about this fight because he got a vested interest in this. But I'm just glad the Lomachenko hype train is over with. I hope so. Man, let me tell you something, D. Hodges. Lomachenko finna have a long plane ride back to Ukraine. Now he could literally join the ballet now. And a lot of people said that Lomachenko was running for the first 6 rounds. Now I could go that direction. I could go that route and say Lomachenko was running. But you know what? I'm going to be cool tonight because at the end result, he still got beat. We could have called him Lomachenko. Man, if it's at Raider Stadium, you know I'm there. You know I'm there. All I got to say is Devin Haney, I ain't gonna say it's tremendous pressure, but it's a little bit of pressure for Devin to go in there. Devin need to go in there and show out. He need to end this fight quick. Devin need to get on the good foot. I want Devin to end the fight with Gamboa, and I want him to try to get him out of there in 6 rounds. Well, if you think, well, I knew somebody was going to come and just say, hey, Lomachenko was running. Lomachenko didn't do nothing the first half of the fight, basically. Yeah, we need Devin to stop Gamboa. We need a stoppage. I'm going to tell Bill we need a stoppage. Straight up. Yeah, well, you right about that. Gamboa can crack. This is why this is a good test for Devin, because we gonna see how Devin handles somebody's power. with the likes of Gamboa. So we just go see a lot of things. But I think Devin is going to pass the test with flying colors. Devin is a workhorse. Whenever I text Bill tell me Devin at the gym. Devin, like, really is on this boxing stuff, man. He is committed to this, man. No cap. I'm dead serious. Well, it is what it is. You already know what time it is, LB. I mean, he got desperate. Lomo was about to get stopped. I think, you know what? I think Lomo knew that he lost that fight, but he just, you know what I'm saying? The reality of him losing that fight hit him. But we all saw what he did. He tried to walk out of there without doing an interview. But I'm glad they made his ass come back and do his post-fight interview. You know, they probably told him, no, you can't do this. You can't do this. And I know people didn't think I was going to talk. You know I was going to talk about this. I watch everything. I watch out for everything. Like I said before, it was just too much disrespect aimed towards the other fighters that put in way more work than Lomachenko. Yeah, because Lomachenko, LB was about to get knocked out. Runachenko, huh? Yeah, Lomachenko, man, it's bad. Well, first of all, look, just, you know what, D. Hodges, just go on and play the game with an asterisk, even though we already know the franchise champion wasn't even no real belt. It wasn't even no real belt. You wasn't even supposed to be able to fight for a franchise championship. They said it was just a title. Then all of a sudden it becomes an actual title. Look, Teofimo Lopez technically is not the undisputed champion. But I'll play the game. Since Lomachenko lost, I'll play that game. And guess what? If he fights Devin Haney and Devin Haney beats him, then okay, Devin Haney will be the undisputed champion, right? So we gonna play that game. Like John Witherspoon said, you know, on Boomerang, you gotta reverse it. So we gonna reverse it. That's all we gonna do. We Man, Bud would have knocked Lomachenko silly. Yeah, boxing politics are very annoying. Let's just hope that we don't be sitting up here in the middle of 2021, like, once again, where we at now. Okay, the fight got made. It was on free TV. All right, well, first, okay, let me ask y'all this before I end this stream. I'm going to let y'all cook right quick. I'm going to just sit back, ask this question. Everybody fill in the comment section. Okay, so what does Lomachenko do next? Should Lomachenko just retire? Should Lomachenko go back down? And also, do you think Lomachenko got exposed tonight at 135? I think Lomachenko got exposed. I think he can't fight at one. I just can't see him surviving at 135. And I think he should consider retirement. I was fit to say that too. I think Lomachenko should retire, but I think what he should do is he should fight Gary Russell Jr. at 130. I'm starting to think, I'm going to be honest with you. If I'm Tank, my confidence in fighting Lomachenko should have grew tremendously tonight. Don't be surprised if you start hearing Floyd and Tank saying, hey, we may go after Lomachenko. I think Lomachenko got exposed tonight. He got his angles took away from him. Teofimo Lopez brought the fight to him. And then Lomachenko was really bothered by body shots. If you got a jab, you could give Lomachenko fits. Yeah, it's done. It's done. I just think that Lomo should just fight Gary Russell Jr., give him the rematch that we all want, and get this over with. Let me ask you something. After what we saw tonight, and let's just say that Tank destroys Leo Santa Cruz in a couple of weeks, do you think Bob Arum would just cash Lomachenko out? I'm dying to hear what Bob Arum have to say about this. I haven't heard anything. I'll look later on. But I'm like this. If I'm Gary Russell Jr. and I'm Tank, I'm like I told you. Like CB, we was all chopping it up. Everybody gonna be calling for Lomachenko now. That Lomachenko myth, that Matrix stuff, that's over. It's a wrap. That Matrix stuff is a wrap. It's over. It's done data. I know Stevenson went up. And then Lomachenko go down. That would make some sense. Well, it's like this. Nah, I don't think Bob will suicide watch, but Bob just looked like a damn fool. Like, I just want Bob Arum to tell me. I'm gonna try to see can I get an interview with Bob Arum. I was straight up ask Bob, do you still think Lomachenko is better than Muhammad Ali? Do you still believe that? I don't think none of us with common sense. Do anybody in they right mind? I mean, you could be the whitest supremacist and you still, you just can't really believe that Lomachenko is better than Muhammad Ali or Floyd or none of. Man, Lomachenko ain't even in the top 100 greatest fighters that ever lived. I mean, I could name several fighters that could have beat Lomachenko. I'm just like I said, man. I'm just having a field day with this because Lomachenko went from being the Eastern European, and ESPN just kept saying throughout the fight, Teofimo Lopez is having some success with the number one pound. Who said that Lomachenko was the number one pound for pound fighter? Nobody. The only people that had Lomachenko ranked #1 was ESPN. I know Max Kellerman is somewhere crying. I bet you Max Kellerman I bet you Max Kellerman somewhere crying. He hurt. I don't know what happened with Nicholas Walters. Man, CB, I don't even know what's up with Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury trying every way possible to get out of this third fight. And the shit is really disgusting. I mean, it's really disgusting. I told you when I did like me, CB, and Southside and at 503, we did Smoke City. Now, like I said, I thought Lomachenko would win a controversial split decision, but I'm happy that Teofimo won. And I told y'all should have placed the bet on Teofimo. I told y'all should have placed the bet. Yeah, both of them didn't have no money. It was documented that Nicholas Walters had money issues. But you know, I don't want to go that route though. But you know what time it is though. You know what time it is. Tyson Fury just trying to find a way out of this. Man, you ain't seen Nicholas Walters since that fight. Man, Jim Lampley is somewhere. Hey, he probably call it Teofimo all kind of name. Look, man, this is the look, man. All the white supremacists, you know, that claim to be boxing fans, this is their worst nightmare. They somewhere cussing up a storm. They somewhere hurt. Because this is the worst thing that could have happened to them. Because now you have Lomachenko out of the equation. And you got to ask yourself, what direction can he go? We all know Bob Arum out of his... We know Bob Arum was lying. Not even Bob believed that. Like I said, White Jesus got blessed tonight. I don't even think Lomachenko, like I said, I think he reached his ceiling. I don't think he can have success at 130. This is why I know Mikey Garcia would have knocked Lomachenko out. Mikey Garcia stopping Lomachenko. Lomachenko ain't... Yeah. Oh, and colors. We ain't gonna be intimidated by these game beggars. Is we gonna let them skip? Yeah, I remember that from Colors. That I know that wasn't funny, but it was kind of funny how the preacher ducked. Is we gonna be afraid of these game beggars? The next thing. Well, Shakur Stevenson sparred with Lomo, so it's interesting. That was funny. Is we gonna let these gang beggars take up? We ain't afraid of these gang beggars. I'm mad. I should have placed a small bet. I told you if you had $30 or $20 like the mess off, you should have just placed a small bet because you would have won. Now they did say that people started placing bets on Tiafimo towards the bell ringing round one. But at the end of the day, Vegas probably the house won because Vegas had you too spooked to place a bet on Lomachenko because they made you feel like Lomachenko was such an overwhelming favorite, which, I think there's no use for Lomachenko now. Because, see, when you put that type of hype around somebody who already had one loss, which I'm still trying to figure out, how did they come to the calculation that this man was better than how did you come to the conclusion and calculate that Lomachenko was better than Bud, he was better than Errol Spence, he was better than Canelo, he was better than... Man, how? Man, how? And he already had a loss. So you mean to tell me a dude that lost to a dude... Look, listen. The whole Lomachenko being number one pound for pound was a myth. It was fraudulent. Because I'm still waiting for somebody to tell me, how is a dude that lost to somebody with double-digit losses, who drives Uber, was better than all the active fighters, undefeated fighters? How is Lomachenko better than Floyd Mayweather when he lost his second professional fight to a dude with double-digit losses? How is that? That don't make no kind of sense. Can somebody please explain that to me? I'm waiting for somebody to logically explain that to me. How was Lomachenko number one with less than 20 fights in, a loss to a fighter with double-digit losses, and became a professional at age 26? So how is this dude better than everybody? Did Terrence Crawford, undefeated fighter, Errol Spence, undefeated fighter? How was he better? How was he better than Andre Ward, an undefeated fighter, who was the real consensus number one pound for pound after he beat Kovalov clearly? How is that? Can somebody explain that to me? Well, Lomachenko should have fell out of your... If he was in your top 10, he should have instantly... Man, if Lomachenko was in anybody's top 10 pound for pound, by him losing to a 23-year-old inexperienced fighter, to be honest with you, I just didn't think Tiafimo had the experience but his ring IQ was there, and I give Tiafimo credit. I give him so much credit because he manned up. Like I said, nobody in their right mind can answer this question. How is it? Exactly. I'll put it to you this way. Since there was so much hype around Lomachenko, see, I'm using it against ESPN. I elevated Tiafimo with a win like this. I elevated him to probably top 6 maybe. So basically, if he fights Devin Haney and Devin Haney beats him, Devin Haney instantly becomes a pound for pound fighter. He instantly gets into that top 5, top 10, because I feel Devin Haney is close to it right now. But yeah, I elevated Teofimo because you know why? Because they had Lomachenko. They had him as number one. So based off the fact this was a big win for Teofimo, that he got 3 actual belts, I can roll with that. I'll put him in my top 10 with no hesitation. No hesitation. I will put Teofimo in my top 10. No hate, whatever. If somebody say they'll put Teofimo in their top 5, I'm okay with that. I can live with that. Like I said, I don't know what Lomachenko can do at this point because, like I said, he can't move up. He can't move up to 140. He'll get slaughtered at 140. Then I don't think he got a future. I don't think he could beat. I really don't think right now that he could beat Tank. One thing about Tank is a pressure fighter. I'm pretty sure we gonna hear from Floyd sooner than later. But yeah. All right, you guys. I'll be back. Thanks for listening.